Well, it's something a bit different today. I'm on the allotment, but it's not actually mine. I've been kindly invited by another grower, a chap named Neil Hans, to have a look around his plot. And I thought I'd share it with you. And this is the chap in question, Neil. Thanks very much, Neil, for joining us and letting us have a look around your plot.
All right, no problem, mate. Nice to see it anyway.
Yeah, shall we start off on the tour?
I'll take you in to see the giant tomatoes and giant cucumbers.
So this is your... So how long have you been on here, Neil?
About 3 to 4 years now.
Right. And you grow all sorts of veg, do you?
I'll grow shelf veg and giant veg.
Right. So,
and normal run-of-the-mill veg as well.
So we'll have a look first into this tunnel, shall we?
This is my giant cucumbers and giant tomatoes.
Just pop inside.
This is my giant cucumber. It's a strain I grew. I had originally off Kevin Forte of giant veg, but I done it myself last year. There's my own seed, and it grew to about 36 inches last year. And this I measured it the other day, 28 inches. So.
And do you take all the other flowers off and just leave this, or what?
Yes, I would have done these today, but these grow from... I didn't come down yesterday, so these have grown from Monday to Wednesday.
Blimey. And when would you have sown the seed for these?
I sowed the seed about May.
Okay.
Because you can't, it's no good any sooner because you can't get them in the ground till June.
Yeah.
So you don't want them to be going into the ground, see.
Alright. And do you ever get like wilt or anything like that on the plant?
I have done, yeah, but what I try to do now is I have some segment
yeah.
Thing, and I spray all that with that.
Right, okay.
And it stops it and powdered mildew.
So I noticed you got another one here as well.
Yeah, I got another big one, but I don't think that one's as big as this.
Yeah.
But that'll go into the heavyweight class, that will, it's fatter. I suppose that could go in the heavyweight as well.
And at the end of the year, do you save the seed, or do you eat them?
Yeah.
No, you don't eat them now?
No, save the seed.
Right. So that's the...
That's the giant cucumber there.
Cucumber, right. Let's have a look what else you got.
On this side is the giant tomato there. Probably the biggest one I've got at the moment, but I started these about the same time as I did the cucumber, about May. And what you do with these, like, if you can get it on the first truss,
yeah,
you cut everything else off.
Right.
Because really speaking, you only want one. At the moment, I've got 2 and a couple of others.
So that's to get all the nutrients straight into that one.
Into that
fruit.
Yeah.
Right, I got you.
And the only thing I've sprayed it with really is Epsom salts.
Oh, right.
Because it's giving a bit like that. So I want to get some Epsom salts into it.
What I've suffered with this year, first time ever, is actually blossom end rot.
Blossom end rot, a lot of people have found that.
But I mean, that's a cracker. And when would the seed have gone in for that? When you sowed the seed for that?
When I sowed, same as the cucumbers, about May.
Yeah.
Because really speaking, you don't want them out till June, do you?
No.
Because you could lose them.
That's
I'm glad I did, really, because if I'd have put them out in April, I'd have lost them.
And I'm always the same variety?
Yes.
It's just that one seems to grow.
Yeah, it's funny,
bigger.
ain't it?
Yeah.
It's funny.
Funny.
Funny how one grows better than the others.
Right, let's have a look what else you got.
Okay, I'll take you in to show you the giant onions and peppers. Here's the onions. I started these off in about November. The Billy Lamb strain. I've got some onion seeds and I'm taking them off now, so you can have a few when I've got them ready, mate.
What weight do you think you'll get on that? I mean, that's a massive diameter now.
I'll probably get about 9.5, 10 at the most. Hopefully it's 10, because I like to get to 10.
And when you're going to lift that?
I'll be lifting this for my Kidderminster show, which is the 11th of September.
And how soon do you lift before the show? Is it
on the day?
Oh, right.
You can leave this all on there. You don't want it to dry or nothing like that. Like we show onions, you got to lift them about 4 to 6 weeks before you're showing them.
Okay.
So that you get the browning on it.
Yeah.
But with these, you can leave all this on.
Okay, right.
There's a few here I've got, and these are roughly about the same size.
And they're the same strain onions?
Same strain, Billy Lamb.
Yeah.
All of them on Billy Lamb, that's all I go for now.
I notice you grow it in air pots. Do you always do your big onions in these?
I do now,
Yeah.
because they seem to grow better in the air pots.
Okay.
I use all the stuff I put in the compost. All it is half soil, half compost, and that's it. I don't put no other feeds in or nothing like that.
And do you still use that secret feed, that comfrey stuff?
Comfrey and nettles, top of the range stuff.
I can't believe that. What's that you got up the corner there? Is it a pepper?
I've got a giant pepper. It's where, because a lot of people have had trouble with their onions going to seed, so I've took it out and put a pepper in.
Oh, right.
And, here it is, mate.
Blooming heck, oh. And now, I mean, you're going to be putting that in the show at all?
That's going into Malvern.
Oh, right.
It's a good size. I've got 2 more like that, so I'm going to put it for there.
Do you know what strain that is at all?
I haven't got a clue, mate.
No. And when would you have sown the seed for that?
Sow the seed for that. About May time, same as the cucumbers and tomatoes.
And you just keep potting it on up until
just keep potting on till about June, and then we can put it outside.
And again, feeding?
Feeding the same, mate. Nettles and comfrey. We'll go in here now, mate, and we'll go and have a look at the giant cabbages, red and green. These are me green cabbages, my giants. I've lost a couple here, bolted. A lot of people have had problems because of the weather, but I've got one left, one giant one. I'll show you in a bit. These are my red ones. These would probably be up there with the best, like, you know what I mean, but now the record's gone on. That's probably the record one there, but they ain't going to be no good now. It's had it. It's split and everything, so I don't look like I'm going to have any red cabbage for this year.
So how do you go on watering it? Because this is like a mesh-covered polytunnel.
I fill me water bosh up here. I will just water with me, put some nettles in the bosh, water probably 3 times a week, all with a watering can. This is my last giant green cabbage what I've got left, and it's solid at the moment, and everything looks hopeful for Malvern, so hopefully we'll do well.
So that blue tank there is what you use for your watering?
Yes, I just put some nettles in here and just water it with that.
Right. That's amazing, because people use all concoctions and you're just using nature's own food and it's working wonders.
It's free.
Yeah.
That's what I'm out for. It's free. Everything's free. If you can get it for free and it does the job, why not? There's one other thing I'd like to mention. You might notice of using tyres. It's to stop the slugs mostly and trying to keep them up high as well. It stops the slugs a lot.
You keep them clean as well, don't you?
It keeps them clean, and all I've done when I put them in, I put some slug pellets round first, and I put no more round.
I mean, there's hardly any damage on them.
No.
And you do that with all your crops, all your cabbages and that?
Yes, I've done it for the last 2 years, and I've seen the benefits by a lot.
I've never seen that before. That's a good
idea. All these are my show onions. I took them up about a week ago. You've got to take them up about between 4 and 6 weeks before you're going to show them. The strain is the Peter Holden strain.
What you got planned for them?
These will probably be going into the either Malvern or the Kidderminster show. I might even take a few down mixed just to upset him.
And when was the seed sown for them?
The seed was sown in probably January, I think.
Because I know I've heard you mentioned before, you don't use growl lights or nothing like that.
No, not for these, no.
So how do you actually set your seed off?
I just set them off in my greenhouse.
And you've got heated in your greenhouse?
I've got my heat in the greenhouse. I've got a gas bottle.
And what sort of temperatures can you get with that?
The lowest it'll go down in winter about to 10 degrees. That's at the night, like, you know. And I'm looking at holding about 15 if I can.
Right. And how many onions do you actually put down for showing?
To get these, I've put about 40 down.
And you just select them? And
just select what you can.
Right, that's good. And again, what about feeding on them?
Just nettles.
And
everything's nettles. Everything I grow, I feed on nettles and comfrey.
That's fantastic. Right.
And there's a good strain. This is, but usually I'll grow Kelsey, which I think I'm going back to next year, Kelsey.
And do you save it? Do you put onions back down for seed?
Yeah,
Them, do you?
I'll show you later how I do it. You know, I'll show you later where I've got them down the bottom for you.
I noticed we've got a polytunnel next to us. What we got in here?
We've got leeks in here, mate. If you want to come and have a look, pot leeks.
Okay.
Okay. This is my pot leek tunnel. This is where I grow all my pot leeks for the shows and what have you. And there's a few peppers in here. On this side we've got Yorkshire green, and I'll just bear one down for you so you can have a look at it. I'll start these off in probably November time, October, November. But I had these off a man who sent me some down because I wanted to have a go at doing the Yorkshire greens. You had to put the black cloth on so you can get the Blanch white. And there it is, mate. And all I feed these on these nettles like everything else. You've got to get these up to 6 inches. You split a few in, but I'll take them off come to show time. And hopefully I can get it to about 14 inches round. While I'm here, I'll just show you this pepper, what I'm growing. Hopefully to do well for me. It's looking well.
Nice colour, nice shape.
Yeah. Just fed on the normal stuff. Nettles. Okay, we'll just pop in here and see the giant Swedes. Hopefully everything's gone alright. This is a giant Swede. I've grown about 6 this year, and I've had to throw one away, this is why this one's empty, because it started going rotten. But all the rest look alright.
What sort of weight was you hoping to get for that?
I don't know. This is the second time I've grown them. Last year they all rotted away, but since I put it in this polytunnel, it's gone alright now. Everything's fine.
Anything special feeding in there?
No, just nettles, mate. Nettles and comfrey.
Unbelievable.
I don't feed with nothing else.
And when would you have sown the seed for that?
I don't sow the seed to this till February.
Right.
February.
And you put 2 down or 3 down, was it? Was it 2 or 3 seeds you did?
I've done 2 seeds, and I'll select the best one out of them and then put that in there.
Okay, right. So that's massive. What you got planned for that?
That's going to Malvern, mate.
Okay.
I'd like to get to Anningate, which will probably be next year now. But
good.
this is Malvern.
Okay.
On this side of the polytunnel, I'll grow a few beetroot. The strain is Pablo. It's for the show, but if some of them go too big, I'll give them my mate, and he does me some pickled beetroot. I don't do it myself. I just give him and he eats most of them anyway.
So I noticed all your stuff's in raised beds in these tunnels, isn't it?
Yes, mate. What I try to do is, because you're getting old a bit, like, you know what I mean, you've got to raise it up a bit, so no bending down, and it all helps.
How do you get on watering wise?
So just a watering can, mate. I had to use a watering can.
Yeah. And what you got on this side here?
These are the carrots. The strain is Sweet Candle.
Oh, it's the shaman's favourite.
Oh, yes. I've got there's a good size on here. I'm looking better than my long carrots.
And again, do you have any problem with like carrot roots like anything?
No.
What you got? You got netting all over?
I've got netting everywhere. I've got most of it's Enviromesh. You have to do these now because the carrot root fly and all the other little bugs.
So how many carrots do you reckon you put down? About 60 or something?
About 60, yeah. This is the Sweet Candle one, just up the top here. It's a Scottish blend one. I don't know what strain it is, but it comes off a man from down Scotland. He sent me some seeds down. So.
And what about the soil mix? Is it anything special? Or?
No, it's just normal soil, what you get in the garden.
Do you put sand in at all?
No. I'll bore an hole out.
Yeah.
I'll just put normal compost in, and that's it.
How many seeds do you put in the hole?
In the hole, about 3 to 4,
and just
each one.
What
I'll do, I'll pull it. I'll cut it with the scissors.
Yeah.
And that's all, mate. And what I try to do is I'll get some spray from Wilco's and just spray them.
Yeah, and that seems to do the trick.
It keeps all the little flies off them and whatever, and I had no trouble, and they look quite healthy, really.
What shows you putting these in the
I'm putting these in the Kidderminster show, because I'm a member that down Kidderminster, and I'm gonna hopefully put them in the show side of Malvern,
Right.
and I'll put them in that.
Okay. That's superb. Will do.
I'll just pop in here now and show you my Blanch Leeks. The two strains in here are Pendle and the Berwick Leek. I'm just popping in here. This is a Berwick Leek. I had this given me. This is not my own strain, what I growed last year. I had it given me off a chap on the allotment. It's grown quite well.
Have you had any problems this year with these regarding the weather? Because we've had a
Yes,
funny
mate.
year.
We've had a lot of people in the show side of it. A lot have gone to seed. A lot. I've only lost one Berwick Leek, but the strain on the other side is a Pendle improved leek, and I've lost 4 of them. Okay. And they've all gone to seed. This is my own, what I take off my own head. It's original from John Salisbury.
Okay.
And what you have to do with these is grow it to, you've at least got to get the height over 14 inches high.
Okay, right.
Anything over 14 inches.
What's that stuff you put round them?
This is to blanch the leek to get the white on it.
Right. And is that, what is it, plastic?
It's plastic damp course, mate.
Okay, right.
It does the job. It's good stuff. It's cheap and cheerful, and it does the job.
And how do you water them?
Just with the I've got a behind you. I've got a water button that this just trickles out. I just fill it up with the hose pipe.
So it's watering the soil seep?
Yeah. Seep holes, that is, mate.
Okay, right.
And I'll put these in here as well, so they I can water down here, and so it goes down into the roots. Okay, I'll just show you my long runner beans. This is my own strain. This is probably one of the better ones I've grown. Just fed with normal nettles. Underneath it's the horse manure what we've got over the back, which we've got plenty of.
Will you be saving the seed off those?
I'll be saving the seeds off these.
Anything going for show this year or not?
Yes, these will be going to the Kidderminster show and Malvern. Because
what length that is, because it looks a decent size.
I measured it, mate, to be fair. I'll try and measure it till the end.
It'll be 20 inches.
It's a good 22 inches long.
And you'll pick that when?
The day before the show. Probably when I do my Kidderminster show, which is the 12th of September. That will be one of them, and I've got some more on here. How you usually do this is you just leave one on the stalk. Well, some of them leave one on the plant, but I'll leave 2 or 3 on the plant. And
I'm all these just for show, or are you eating them as well?
I can eat them as well, yeah.
That's about the seed.
And I'll keep the seeds as well, so I don't have to buy any seeds, which the cost is a lot of nothing anyway. And there you go. These are the best ones at the moment, so hopefully we do well.
Right, we come to this red cabbage in a pot. Now, for the viewers, Neil's not actually said anything yet, but this is not just any ordinary red cabbage, is it, Neil?
No, mate.
This is. Tell the people what it is.
This is what I broke the world record with. This is, and I've got it down for seed at the moment. I have took some seeds off it already, and I'm hopefully going to strike again because it's looking really healthy. I broke the world record by quite a bit, really, about £16 I think it was. All fed on nettles and comfrey, and hopefully I can get some more seeds off it.
And these virtual shows sponsored by Canna, what?
Yeah.
Where did this enter? Where was it at?
This was at Mansfield.
Oh, right, yeah.
We went to Canna Place there at Mansfield because I got the Canna Place at Mansfield, and we done it there.
And you say it smashed the. They'd like beat it by an ounce or two.
No, we beat it by £16, mate.
And what you're going to say? You're going to put that to seed? And
I've got it back to seed. I've had some seed off it already, and hopefully to shoot again.
Right, and that's your own strain, is it?
That's my own strain then.
Oh, so we'll have to keep a lookout for that in the future.
Yeah. I am giving some for some of the lads what we're on that Zoom thing, so I'll mix.
So you're actually a world champion veg grower? That's fantastic.
These are my onion heads. Well, I save all my seeds off. One little pod there, you'll have about 4 in.
What's the original strain for me?
This is a Billy Lamb one.
Right.
This is a Billy Lamb one. I put them by next to the runner beans, so when the bees come along, they'll pollinate the pollinated plants and me onions at the same time. So hopefully I've got about, I don't know, about 6 heads, and all of them have took, so I should have plenty of onion seeds for everybody who wants some. The Bradley leek, which I growed last year, and I've put it back to seed. What you do, this is one head. This is all the little like onion seeds. But what I'll do is I'll shave that off, right down to the like you're cutting your hair and you're having a skinhead, and then I'll shave it all off. And then what happens then? You get all these little grasses coming off it, and that'll be your plants for next year.
Okay, right.
And
so what you do, just peel them off and plant them?
I'll take them off. What I'll do is I'll cut it off here, down halfway down the bottom of the stem, seep it in Domestos for 24 hours, and when you take it back out, all the little grasses will be coming off, and then you just put that into normal compost.
Okay.
And away you go again for the next year.
And that'll throw its own roots out?
And that'll throw its own roots out and everything.
That's amazing.
We've come to the Marrows now. I usually do quite well with my Marrows. I've won Kidderminster about 2 or 3 years, and then the other year I'll come second. I did show last year with them, but I'm looking well this year. Probably the best I've ever been.
Any problems with slugs or anything like that?
Well, no, not really. Not on here, because what it is on here, on my soil here, I've put a load of bark chippings on it, so they don't come on. So I'll just feed it with nettles. And what you try and do is you just leave your stem off your main stem, and then try and cut all the rest off. And all you do is leave. Some people leave 1 plant on. I'll leave 2. I'll leave me 2 plants on, and then just in case one falls away, you've got a backup, and everything else is okay. This is me both allotment season. I've got 2 plots for growing all my stuff what I need to grow. On this side is me dahlias. I grow for Midland Dahlia Society, and also my other society, what I mean. And on just down here I've got some chrysanthemums, and just behind them is gladiolas. And it's a good site to be on, so that's it.
Right, Neil, that's about the tour done. Before we finished, you very briefly mentioned that you're a world record holder, and I know you're a bit modest now, but would you like to share with the viewers, how did you get into growing giant veg, and how did the world record get broken with the cabbage you grew?
Well, I got some seeds off Medway, the Cornish giant, and I put them in, not expecting anything massive. This was when I was on my other allotment down Wednesbury, and he growed absolutely massive. And then I put some beetroot in, and it was only the Pablo strain, and that was absolutely massive. I grew them on some bark and what have you, and they grew great. And then I thought, well, with the green cabbage, I'll come onto this allotment then. I thought then I'll have a go at these, and then I put them in my tunnel. I had some more, I got some cabbage seeds off Medway, put some more in, done that. And then I seen this giant veg site, and so I thought I'll have a go at that. And I got some other strains of other different things, like the cucumbers, tomatoes, and all that lot.
And what variety was the cabbage?
The cabbage, I don't exactly...
You started off with green cabbage, was it?
Yeah, I originally started with the green cabbage, and that was the Cornish giant one.
Right.
And now
how did they go?
They growed absolutely massive. It just fed it on that normal nettles and comfrey, and they growed massive. And then I thought I'll have a go at the red cabbage then. So I had to go at the red cabbage, and for 2 years I got about 4th or 5th the last 2 years at Morven. And then last year, just my luck, Morven wore on. Yeah, so I had to put it in Mansfield, and I broke the world record.
You smashed the world record, not broke it.
I broke it, yeah. I smashed it. I beat it by about £16.
Yeah.
But
I think it's actually more than that. I think it is.
Is it?
I think it is. I'll put on the screen the actual weight of the.
I know it's
cabbage.
69 pound 10 ounces. It is, but I think you bet the world record by 16 pound.
So you've actually got the bug now for giant growing, have you?
Yeah, I'm getting me into a cage, put my other cage up, and then I'm gonna grow all the stuff in there as well.
You're still growing stuff to eat, you say all.
Oh yeah, I'll still eat it.
Yeah.
If I don't eat it, my mate comes from his pub and he comes and fetches his son, and everything's set on here. What we can use anyway.
Right, let's get back to the car park. I better pack my stuff up. So Neil, thanks very much for inviting me down to your wonderful site. I must say, anybody who is after a bit of horse muck, look at this you got to choose from. Now, how do you get this? Is this dropped off on a regular basis?
Yeah, it comes during the summer. We probably have it once a week, but in the winter time when all the horses have to go into the stables, probably 3 or 4 times a week they come.
And obviously it's just help yourself, is it?
Yes, everybody can come on and help.
That's probably the biggest collection I've ever seen, other than the one that I know Mick Pulteney used to go around the stables, but that's gone now.
Yeah.
Lovely site you've got here. Not very big, but it's immaculate. I mean, everybody I can see, I can't see much weeds about, and it's all neat and tidy. And
Yeah, they're all nice and most of them are nice and friendly.
have you got many young growers on here?
There's probably 2.
Yeah.
One's my daughter, there's about 30.
Yeah.
And a boyfriend, he's got a site plot down there. He's about 25.
Yeah.
And
You
that's about
mentioned
young.
earlier on that now you waylaid house pipes to use house pipes.
No. The only time you can put an house pipe on, you can put your house pipe, put an house pipe on, just to fill your bosses up.
Right.
You can't go along and start spraying your
Right.
water willy-nilly, or Sandwell Council will be on you.
Wonder yours don't seem to be doing too bad on that.
No. I think you're best not using house pipe really, because if you let the roots go down, you get bigger roots, bigger plants.
Yeah. Right then, Neil, thank you very much.
Nice to meet you anyway,
Good
mate.
luck in the growing season.
Okay.
You've got some nice stuff growing
I'll
there,
feed you
and
all right.
I might be after some seeds a bit later.
No
on.
problem, mate.
All
You can have whatever I've got. If I've got them, you can have them.
See you later. Thanks very much.
All the
Cheers.
best.